Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and history enthusiasts of all ages, welcome back to another exciting episode of Timeless Sagas. Today, we're going to be diving into the fascinating tale of the founding of Pakistan, a story filled with political intrigue, courageous leaders, and of course, a touch of drama. So grab your favorite beverage, sit back, and let's set the stage for one of the most significant events in modern history. Our story begins in the early 20th century, with the British Empire ruling over the Indian subcontinent. As is often the case in history, the British rule brought both benefits and burdens to the people of India. This vast and diverse land was home to numerous religious, ethnic, and linguistic groups, with the two largest being the Hindus and the Muslims. Now, let's introduce one of the leading characters in our story, Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Born in 1876 in Karachi, Jinnah was a bright and ambitious young man. He went to London to study law and returned to India to start his practice. But as fate would have it, Jinnah's destiny lay not in the courtroom, but in the political arena. In 1913, Jinnah joined the All India Muslim League, an organization that sought to protect the rights and interests of the Muslim population. At the same time, he also maintained his membership in the Indian National Congress, which sought independence for all of India from British rule. Jinnah, a man with a foot in both camps, worked tirelessly for a united, independent India where both Hindus and Muslims could live together in harmony. But our story takes a turn as tensions between Hindus and Muslims began to escalate in the 1930s and 1940s. Riots and violence became more frequent, and it became evident that the dream of a united India was slipping away. Jinnah, ever the pragmatist, started advocating for a separate Muslim state to ensure the safety and rights of his fellow Muslims. This idea came to be known as the two-nation theory, and it would become the foundation for the creation of Pakistan. As World War II raged on, the British found themselves spread thin, and the prospect of Indian independence became more and more likely. It was at this critical juncture that Jinnah, now the leader of the Muslim League, made the demand for the creation of Pakistan, a separate nation for the Muslims of the Indian subcontinent. And so, in 1946, the British agreed to the partition of India, setting the stage for the birth of Pakistan. But our tale of the founding of Pakistan is far from over, for the actual process of partition was fraught with challenges, heartbreaks, and even bloodshed. The British, in their haste to withdraw from India, left the task of drawing the new borders to a man named Sir Cyril Radcliffe. Radcliffe, who had never set foot in India before, had just a few weeks to complete this monumental task. The result? A border that divided communities, families, and even homes. As the day of independence approached, millions of people found themselves on the wrong side of the border. Hindus and Sikhs in what was to become Pakistan, and Muslims in what was to remain India, faced an uncertain and dangerous future. This led to one of the largest mass migrations in history, with an estimated 10 to 12 million people uprooting their lives to cross the newly formed border. And as if the challenge of migration wasn't enough, the violence that accompanied the partition was a dark and tragic chapter in the founding of Pakistan. As communities that had lived together for centuries suddenly became enemies, an estimated 1 million lives were lost in the chaos and bloodshed that ensued. But amidst the darkness, there were also stories of hope and humanity. Ordinary people from both sides of the border risked their lives to protect their neighbors and friends, a testament to the resilience and compassion that can emerge even in the most trying of times. As the dust settled and the violence subsided, the newly formed nation of Pakistan faced a myriad of challenges. From building a new government and infrastructure to integrating millions of refugees, the task of nation-building was enormous. But the people of Pakistan, led by their tireless leader, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, were determined to succeed. Jinnah, now the Governor-General of Pakistan, worked tirelessly to build the institutions and structures necessary for a functioning nation. Tragically, his efforts would be cut short, as he passed away in 1948, just a year after the founding of Pakistan. But his vision and determination would continue to inspire the people of Pakistan as they worked to build their new nation. And there you have it, folks, the incredible saga of the founding of Pakistan. A story of political ambition, personal sacrifice, and the indomitable spirit of a people determined to forge their own destiny. As we look back on this tumultuous period in history, we can draw lessons about the importance of unity, tolerance, and understanding, values that are just as relevant today as they were in the past. Thank you for joining me on this journey through history. If you enjoyed this episode of Timeless Sagas, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories from the annals of history. And as always, if you have any suggestions for future topics, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious, and keep exploring the timeless sagas that make our world what it is today.